they've allowed me to come along and present a show that is chiefly by yourselves. Something old, something new, something borrowed, but nothing blue. Right. You know, when I started doing this, the Archers only had an allotment. Now, as Colleen did in the church, I ought to just mention safety regulations first of all. The way out is either the way you came in, over there, or in the event of a fire or something, you can go out on that side, or through the kitchen, which sounds a bit dangerous. Fire is likely to be there, or there is another exit at the rear of the building. But you're meant to go out, not go in, I think. But then the safety announcement. Now, this year, you'll be pleased to know that there are no jokes about my wife, Pauline. I reassured her about that. The other evening, though, we had a walk through Market Bosworth, and there were some wonderful food aromas coming from Softbits. Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous. So, being a kind-hearted soul, I thought, what the heck, I'll treat her. So we walked by there. Mind you, I think I'm all right for Christmas. Pauline started dropping hints around September time about something shiny that goes from 0 to 150 in about 3 seconds. I got the message. I brought her some scales. But seriously, I will take Pauline out on New Year's Eve. I've already booked a table. Trouble is, she's not very keen on snooker. Anyway, here we are again with a selection of party pieces from all sorts of local people. This, remember, is both the rehearsal and the final performance. My role, as usual, is simply to introduce the terms. Now, I often don't know what people are actually doing either. I often don't know what I'm doing. We do, though, have something extra this year. As you came in, you may have been asked to buy some raffle tickets for bottles of wine. These are the bottles of wine over here, and we've got 8 bottles of wine. We thought we'd have a draw later and keep your raffle tickets, and you may well walk home tonight with a bottle of wine. That'll be drawn later in the show. Now, meanwhile, please enjoy the mulled wine and nibbles, while on stage we'll have some familiar faces, but some new talent as well. You know, I went to the library the other day and said, "Fish and chips and mushy peas, please." And the librarian looked at me rather strangely, and she said, "This is a library." "Oh, sorry. Fish and chips and mushy peas." Now, while I was in the library, I noticed a hen come in, and it clucked. Quack, quack. The librarian gave the hen a book. A little while later, still in the library, he came in again. It returned the first book and said, "But." The librarian gave the hen 2 books. I was still in the library when the hen came in again. But, it clucked. The librarian gave the hen several books. Now, I wondered what the hen was up to, so I followed it to a house. The hen went in, and I was able to watch through the window. In bed, in the room, was a frog with a thermometer in its mouth, obviously not feeling very well. the hen was passing the books in front of the frog. Read it, read it, read it. Well, after 9 years, you don't think they'll improve. Anyway, let's go on to our first act for this evening, and it's someone who is well known to you. She's appeared in most of our 9 shows over the last 9 years, appropriately, and it's Pat Cooling, and she's going to read an extract from Away in a Manger by Gervase Bin. Pat, over to you.